I'm actually going on the road with her. I'm gonna work on the crew and drive the truck, so I can be there singing every song. So that's the plan.
We're catching up with Beyonce superfan Tyler Perry on who inspires him, his new Netflix movie, and more. And we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10. I'm Andrea Belkey, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. We've got 10 minutes, so let's dive right in with the first 5. Starting with the shocking cheating allegations against Adam Levine.
The Maroon 5 frontman, who is married to model Behati Prinsloo, admits he crossed the line by having flirtatious conversations, but denies having a year-long affair with Instagram model Sumner Stroh.
I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model.
On TikTok, Sumner said she feels manipulated since she was young and naive at the time of the alleged affair.
Quite frankly, I feel exploited.
In the same video, she claimed that Adam, who was expecting his 3rd child with Behati, came back into her life after months of not speaking.
Sumner posted screenshots, allegedly of Instagram DMs from Adam, where he asks if he can name his baby on the way Sumner.
The model claims she previously wanted to handle the scandal privately.
I never wanted to come forward.
But a friend betrayed her by trying to sell those screenshots to the tabloids. Now, Adam is determined to heal his relationship.
A source tells People that he swears nothing physical happened, and that this likely stems from him craving female attention. Multiple sources say Behati is very upset as Adam tries his best to make things better and avoid a divorce.
And there's even more celeb relationship news this week. We spotted Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde sharing a moment at the Don't Worry Darling New York premiere before attending the after party together.
Boys and their toys. At least we know they're getting work done.
Newly single Pete Davidson stepped out for his first red carpet since his split from Kim Kardashian last month.
That was kind of weird.
Pete opted for a comfortable look of sneaks and a white hoodie as he and co-star Kaylee Cuoco premiered their new movie, Meet Cute. It's a fashion statement Rebel Wilson would love. She told People this week that she'd pick a comfy tracksuit any day if it wasn't for style advice from her loving girlfriend, Ramona Agruma.
My life's become a romantic comedy!
And let's follow the bridesmaids connection to lifelong bachelor John Hamm.
Oh, this is so awkward. I really want you to leave.
Who revealed he's open to the idea of marriage and kids one day.
That's made the relationship that I'm in now is even more meaningful.
John's currently dating actress Anna Osceola, and though he didn't give a time frame, he confirms that marriage and a family is what he's working towards.
I feel you're in love.
I very much so am. Yes.
You are declaring your love right here. Yes.
Live on the air.
Next up, the posts you've been loving this week. Blake Lively shared private photos from her real-life pregnancy journey with baby number 4, taking control back from the paparazzi camped outside her home. This as Kourtney Kardashian claps back at rumors she's expecting after a follower commented on this lingerie pic, "Wait a minute, did I miss that she's pregnant?" Kourtney cheekily replied, "Nope, but you're missing a woman's body. Keeping it real." Priyanka Chopra Jonas is taking a bite out of the Big Apple with daughter Malti Marie, marking the first trip to NYC for her and Nick Jonas's baby girl. Cardi B was stoked to get her hands on a signed vinyl record straight from the queen bee herself, Beyonce, and she's a little protective of her loot.
Anybody that get next to is gonna get electrocuted on sites.
Meanwhile, Lil Nas X is pranking his famous friends.
I'm sorry, it's a wax figure.
By FaceTiming Lizzo, Olivia Rodrigo, Troye Sivan, and more as his new wax figure at Madame Tussauds. We definitely see the resemblance. In this week's People cover story, we're taking an inside look at how the royal family came together amid tensions to honor Queen Elizabeth.
A friend of Prince Harry tells People that this week brought a lot of emotions to the surface and in some ways triggered past grief. They say he emotionally switched off in order to get through it.
Though he and Meghan Markle were invited by his brother Prince William to join him and the new Princess of Wales outside Windsor Castle,
a close insider says the invite came via text.
There was no real togetherness and no progress toward reconciliation.
The insider calls it an awkward outing and says both couples found it hard.
But there were some lighter moments too.
It became an instant classic when Princess Charlotte was spotted telling her older brother, Prince George, how he needs to bow. She's becoming quite an expert in royal protocol.
while the Queen's pets made headlines.
We spotted one of the Queen's favorite riding ponies, Emma, and her beloved corgis outside Windsor Castle as her coffin processed by.
And there were multiple glittering tributes to the Queen in the royal family's accessories.
Meghan wore drop earrings gifted to her by the late monarch, and Queen Camilla wore a diamond and sapphire brooch that's been in the royal family since the 1890s. Charlotte wore a horseshoe brooch that was a gift from her great-grandmother, symbolic of her love of horses, while her mom Kate chose pearl earrings and a pearl choker from the Queen's collection. Princess Diana has also worn this same choker in the past, making it extra meaningful.
Kelsea Ballerini is back with a brand new album, Subject to Change. And in this week's People, she's opening up about why she's been so honest with her fans during a period of immense personal change, including a divorce from her husband of nearly 5 years, Morgan Evans.
Music for me and songwriting for me has always been how I process my feelings. Through every season of my life and growing up and change and celebration and everything, it's how I've processed my feelings, and I think this album is a true processing album. I'm really proud of it, and I feel a lot more settled into myself this time putting it out, which helps me just stand by the fact that I love this record no matter what happens. I really want there to be something for everyone, which I know that's like a cliche term, but if you're just experiencing growing up and the beauty of that, there's something for you. The messiness of that, there's a lot for you. If you're experiencing love, there's something for you. Really a lot of self-discovery.
We're rooting for her on her new journey. Now, let's move on to some screen time. I'm joined now by Tyler Perry, who wrote, produced, and directed A Jazzman's Blues.
We can run away. We'll be all right.
I love you too. But my mother, she's coming to get me.
You will not ruin this life for us.
Leanne, I love you. Don't go. Don't go!
Tyler, thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. For question number 1, you have to give me 1 answer. For question number 2, you have to give me 2 answers, and so on. Let's get started. First up, you wrote this film 27 years ago. What is one reason it was important to do the film now for the first time?
Unfortunately, the climate in our country where there are banning of books is the reimagining of the history of Black people in America and what really happened. There's the watering down or homogenizing, if I may say, of what slavery was or Jim Crow. So I thought the timing was right so that this movie can maybe raise curiosity, even though it's fictional, raise curiosity about the actual time.
It is a very, very moving film. You've had this story for 27 years. When you think back on that version of yourself, what would you tell that person? What's the advice you would give to a younger Tyler Perry back then?
That one day you're gonna have enough food to eat and you won't be worried about paying the rent this month.
Well, I'm sure that he would be so happy to know how far you've come. That's amazing.
Yeah, especially because we're the same people. Are you okay? I'm joking. Yes, I'm joking. But yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were like living at the same time in parallel universes.
Nope, same people, same people. That's good.
The music in this film is fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Bayou Boys.
Who are your top 2 musicians?
Beyonce and her. Amazing, incredible people, and it's Virgo season, so yeah, Beyonce for sure.
I'm just picturing you on a road trip. Are you just blasting Beyonce?
No, I'm actually going on the road with her. I'm gonna work on the crew and drive the truck. Yeah, that's right. I'm driving the truck so I can be there singing every song, so that's the plan.
Might get your song played on the radio station.
You've made movies within a wide range of genres. Of course, so many people love Medea.
Honey, I've been to jail. I will shank you, fool.
But this film's storyline is very heavy. What are 3 things that you do to stay centered and overcome the negativity in the world?
I used to wake up in the morning and start my day watching the news, and I realized that the effect that was having on me spiritually was really painful. So I stopped doing that, and I start with gratitude and prayer at the top of my day. And then I have a 7-year-old who's very clear to remind me that Tyler Perry means nothing, I'm just dad. He reminds me by saying, Dad, I gotta poop. He definitely reminds me in every way he can.
A big reason that so many people love you outside of your films is you're so involved in activism and charitable causes. You've done a lot for the community. Who are 4 people that inspire you to do better in the world?
Oprah,
I'm inspired by that.
Michelle and Barack Obama.
You made a difference.
Let's see, who's the other person? She's no longer with us, but my mother would have been at the top of that list because, you know, I'd wake up in the mornings on the weekend and I literally would step on somebody on the floor. I'm like, who are these people? Somebody needed a place to stay. She would open the door to them. So her heart is something that I've definitely carried and am grateful to have.
That's really beautiful.
But I give money sometimes. She wouldn't give money. She never gave money. She would not, nope, I'll feed you and you could sleep here, but I'm not giving you a dime.
Give me 5 reasons that people should watch A Jazzman's Blues.
Number 1 is the cast is absolutely phenomenal.
That was our first kiss. Ain't nothing felt that good in all my life.
Number 2, Debbie Allen did the choreography.
I'm damn good at this job.
Number 3, Terrence Blanchard did the music. And if you love jazz, you're going to love this.
You are. I can't do this. I love by you. Get yourself together, girl.
Number 4, every shot in the movie looks like a photograph. It's a beautifully shot film.
You are the only person that makes me feel safe.
And number 5, it is something from me that even if you're not a Tyler Perry fan,
I am living for the Lord. Hallelujah.
or if you're just curious, this would be the movie that I would recommend that you watch.
Do you still want to take me away?
With all my heart.
Tyler, thank you so much for joining us. Everyone, be sure to watch A Jazzman's Blues when it's available September 23rd on Netflix. All right, time's up. See you next Thursday.